I am on my PC screen, and let's see how can we code our microcontrollers. So there are two ways for this. One is we can use Arduino IDE, and this is the most beginner friendly thing. But if you want to level up your skills, I mean if you want to go to intermediate or advanced level, there is another thing. So in VS Code there is extension called PlatformIO. This is the extension. uh, yes, this is PlatformIO IDE. When you install it, there will be icon here like this. So when you click on this, and it will be initializing its code and create new project. So you can do this, or either you can go to view command palettes and search for PlatformIO. See, PlatformIO, PlatformIO home. So this will again open this. Okay, so for that thing you have to come here, and here is the new project. You can do this, or you can open project if you have another project open. If you want to use the built-in examples, you can come here and you can select an example. Okay, so there is many examples like Arduino blink. This is the most basic example to blink the built-in LED on the Arduino board. So you can use this. For this time I will be creating new project. So click new project, give it your name. I will give my first code, and I will select a board. I have both Arduino Nano and ESP32. I also have Node MCU. For this time I will be selecting ESP32 dev module. Yeah, this one. And we will using Arduino framework. Okay, and use default location, nothing to change in it, and we will click on finish. For the first time it will take about half an hour or 45 minutes. Okay, why? Because for the first time it will be initializing a lot of code, its code, its environment, and it will be downloading some of the libraries. For this time it has done in less than 1 minute, in less than 10 seconds I will say. Here we will have my first code. Okay, so ignore this is my another code in the same folder. So this is our file is here. So we will write code here. Okay, so this is the main place we will be writing code, src main.cpp. It uses C++ programming language, and which is very fast, but there is one downside of this. You have to compile it for flashing it on the microcontroller board. In interpreted language we do not have to compile again and again. So this will take due to this downside, it takes a lot of time if you want to change a few things in your code. Like for example, I want to just change the variable, so it will again take the same time to compile the same code. A very small change will require a high time compiling. For the same thing, here we have our Arduino IDE. Here we will write our code, and this is code for a drone project. A drone name is Flix, and here the extension is .ino. Okay, so if you save this this will save with .ino extension. First it will create a folder with the name of your project, and inside that project you will have that file with extension .ino. In many of the projects we need libraries, so installing library in Arduino IDE is very simple. Go to this icon, otherwise you can go to sketch, include library, and you can say manage library. You can click on manage library. This will open the same thing we were opening with this icon. Here you can search for your library and it will return some library if it is available. Why it is not available? See, here is a library available. If you want a JSON library, it is available here. You can install it this place. The main problem with this Arduino IDE is, if you haven't changed the code and you want to upload it to some other board, let's say you have compiled this code and you have uploaded this code on a ESP32. If you have another ESP32 and you want to flash the same code in that ESP32, you have to compile again. But this problem is not with PlatformIO. If you have compiled your code one time and you haven't changed anything in your code, it will not require compiling again for flashing it on another microcontroller. So this is the benefit we get with PlatformIO. Okay, so if you want to include library in your project with PlatformIO, you can come to PIO home. You can also go to view command palette and PlatformIO home. You can search it also. This will open the same thing. Here go to libraries, search for libraries. I will search for the same thing, JSON, and here, so click on it, and if you click on add to project, and here you select your project, my first code, and click on add, it will add this to your project file. And if you come to Arduino IDE and you install this Arduino JSON library, it will install for you. Matlab, you can use it. If you use it another time, you don't have to install it. And in this PlatformIO, if you install a library and add it to your project, you will get it here, platformio.ini. Here you will see that your library is added to your project. Okay, and you can also see the example code for this library here. You can also get the installation guide here. Headers, what headers can you use? So header is in C++, header, if you want to include some part of a particular library in your project, you have to set the header. We have to use hashtag include for Arduino IDE. If you want to include this project, this library JSON, we can use this hashtag include Arduino JSON.h, and we can use all this header if you want. So this is the platform where we code. First time you will have a feeling of that PlatformIO UI is hard and Arduino IDE UI is hard, but when you cross the beginner level, the PlatformIO UI is very easy. And the main thing is the compile time. Here, if you have compiled your project using this icon, see, it is compiling. See, it took 8.94 seconds and it succeeded. If we compile the same code on Arduino IDE, see, it will take a lot more than 8.94 seconds. So the PlatformIO is literally fast, and it will not require compiling again. I have to create new sketch for this. So this did it compiled in less than 8 seconds. But if you have to flash this, it will compile again. So this is the problem with this Arduino IDE. But if you want to uh, flash it on some board, it will not require compiling again. It will just say you haven't connected anything. See, it did not compile, it just said upload error. It did not compile the same thing. But if you have to upload the same code on another board using Arduino IDE, you have to compile again. See, it is compiling again. So this is the issue with Arduino IDE. It is literally fast. I will say it is fast for small codes, but the PlatformIO will save a lot of time if you have to upload same code on different boards. And here including library is very easy. Don't think it is very complicated. So it is also very easy. You just have to come to PIO home and include the library using this icon. You can also search for other libraries. Like if I search for a motion sensor like MPU, see, there are a lot of library available. You can easily add this to your project. Okay. And if you search for board, this Arduino IDE is particularly for Arduino boards. But if you want to use another board, you have to download the board. Like if I have to use the ESP32, which is very popular, you have to first install it, configure it, and then you can use. Okay. But here that's not the case. You can select your board and it is already installed. But if you are using a board, like if you are shifting from Arduino to ESP32, it will download some packages. So it will also download some packages. You will require internet. So this was the video about where we code for our microcontroller projects, robotics projects, IoT projects.